Welcome back to Costa del Bearsden. I'm just going to do a follow-up video to the putting lesson I did a couple of nights ago. So the reason for this video is probably because when I watched the video back, there were a couple of things I recognised in my own technique that I wasn't massively happy with, things that I've perhaps had to work on in the past that maybe it's drifted a little bit, if I'm honest. So two things I noticed. One was the angle that the shaft was sitting at. So whilst I was relatively comfortable in terms of my distance from the ball, my posture, I do have a tendency to kind of drop my hands a little bit too close to the body. Now, your standard putter shaft angle for lie angle is generally kind of 70-71 degrees. When I tilt the putter on this axis, then I obviously change that how that club's going to sit on the ground. The consequence of that is then as it acts, the putter face wants to open and close perhaps more than it's designed to do. Some putters are really good with this. It does explain why a lot of people are quite streaky with their putting though. Tends to be something that's visible as well with people who get the ball way outside the eyes, a bit like a kind of Justin Leonard type putting style. So typically I would like to try and see the putter running a little bit more up the palm of my hand, so both the tips today are regarding grips essentially. So I'd like to see the putter running more up the palm of the hand, so that when I take that address position, the shaft angle actually more closely mirrors the angle up my forearm. It tends to restrict the amount of movement I can have in my hands, but also it tends to mean that the putter wants to act straight back and straight through. For me at the moment that feels quite upright and quite rigid, but actually I'm pretty confident when we watch videos back it won't be. I've probably still got a little bit too much angle at my wrist. The other thing that I do have a tendency to see on the putting green as well, particularly with people when they are right hand dominant and putt with a traditional grip, is that the right hand wants to override the left hand. So the right forearm very definitely wants to override the left forearm. So from down the line it does mean that the forearms want to point left of target. So it's not a great combination for me really, where I've got a putter face that wants to do a lot of this movement and a putting stroke which wants to then go left of target. Really easy solution for that one is to swap the hands over. So as soon as you drop the left hand lower, it brings the left shoulder forwards and tends to square things up a little bit. It's not true for everyone, so some people can overdo it and then miss the putt to the right, but even if it's not a grip that you want to utilise on the course, it's certainly something to experiment with to just get the sensation of how square your shoulders need to be, or the benefits of that. Got a couple of other videos going to come up about putting, so I'll leave it at that one just now. If you want to follow the forthcoming ones, hit subscribe below, give us a thumbs up, and we look forward to speaking to you soon.